I'm a dork. That's okay. Oh, you're playing a song for me. Yeah, she plays it every night. Don't hate me too much. Grüß dich. Welcome to Krautsalat. I am Eric, an American living in Germany. At the time of this filming, the channel is approaching 400 subscribers, and one of the videos, my 10 reasons for moving to Germany, is probably hitting 5,000 views. So thank you so much. This past week was very good. I guess everyone's at home just watching YouTube. So thank you all for subscribing and watching. Now, today's topic, a metalhead that likes other types of music. I've got some things I want to tell you because I've talked about liking metal, but I like other types of music as well. So I'm going to give you a list of some concert experiences that I've had that I enjoyed, that I had a lot of fun with, that I loved. Seeing bands that are not metal at all. Going back, beginning, I think it was 1988 or 89, my very first concert. I was maybe 9 years old, depending on the year. There was a Christian rock band called Pvris. I admit at the time, I really liked it. Like, this was, being a tiny little kid, this was the very first band that I really got into. I was a fan of them. So my very first concert was a Christian rock band called Pvris. Not long ago, I recently tried listening to the music again after about 30 years. And I don't like it. I was a little kid. What did I know? But it was fun. I remember it was my choice to go. I really loved it. I had a lot of fun. So that's all that matters. So for my very first concert, that was really cool. Now, through my teenage years in the 90s, I listened to still a lot of rock music, but I grew into a lot of like the Pearl Jam, and the Smashing Pumpkins were one of my favorite bands. And when I got to see the Smashing Pumpkins for the first time in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, every year, they've got a big music festival called Summerfest. At one point, it was the world's largest music festival in the world. So there's a little useless knowledge for you. Germany is known for its metal festivals, but Milwaukee, Wisconsin has the largest music festival in the world. This was confirmed by the Guinness Book of World Records. I think it was 99. I could be wrong with that. But at one point in time, the Guinness Book of World Records confirmed. This was 1998. The Smashing Pumpkins were playing, and me and some of my friends were on our way to go there. Driving into Milwaukee, for the Summerfest, the traffic is always hard to navigate. Parking is expensive. Well, a friend of mine knew a spot right off of the interstate to pull in quick, park. Maybe it was a few bucks for the day, or it was free. Maybe it was free. I don't remember. From there, we could take the city bus with a prepaid ticket. For Summerfest, the bus was free. So it was easy. I think from there, 10 minutes, and we were at the festival grounds. Well, at this spot was a Hooters restaurant. So now the 4 or 5 of us being 18-year-old boys, of course, we planned to go and we ate it at Hooters first before going to the festival. And our waitress, she asked if we were going to the concert. This festival is like general admission, but the big amphitheater, you needed a secondary ticket to get into the amphitheater. Our tickets were in the lawn area. We're in Hooters, and the waitress asked if we knew anyone else that wanted to go because she had 2 tickets and she couldn't go because she had to work. And immediately I'm like, well, where are your seats? And she's like, oh, it's somewhere in the middle. I ended up buying one of the tickets, and a buddy of mine bought the second one. And it turned out that we went from being way back in the grass to about 15 rows in dead center. Me being a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, this was the greatest moment of my life. Like, it was really cool. The concert was awesome. At the end of the show, at the time, like, I was, now think this, yeah, this was late 90s, I was shaving my head skin bald, just like Billy Corgan. And so at the end of the show, they're doing their bows. I stood up on my chair, like everyone was sitting on the floor, and Billy pointed at me. I did one of I touched my head and kind of bowed, kind of like my hat's off to you. He looked at me, put both hands on his head, and returned the gesture. Oh, I think anyone, I don't care how old you are. Yeah, I was 18 at the time, but when your favorite band, your favorite musician, your favorite singer or whatever, when you trade a gesture like that was just awesome. It was a really cool moment. One of my all-time favorite concert experiences ever. So that was cool. Definitely not metal. Late 90s, that's when I started listening to metal, getting into that. I also saw R.E.M. That was awesome. I don't care what you say. I think that was in 1999. I saw R.E.M. I loved it. They were phenomenal. I also saw Charlie Daniels stepping into the country direction. I think this was 2002 at the state fair or county fair or something like that. A big fair in Missouri, which made it even more fun. Being in Missouri, in the heart of the Bible Belt, seeing the Charlie Daniels band. That was actually really cool. I hope some of you are familiar. I think everyone knows The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Old Charlie and his fiddle. He put on one hell of a show. It was awesome. I loved it. Definitely not metal. Someone else, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I've been a big fan of Tom Petty since I was a little kid, and that never changed. I think I saw Tom Petty play 3 times, at least 3 that I remember. There was a large period of time where I did way too much drinking and I went to lots of concerts that I don't remember, but 3 times I remember seeing Tom Petty. One of them was also in Milwaukee at the Summerfest. Tom Petty played with Pearl Jam. It was like a co-headlining night. Pearl Jam played first and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers played second. For just 2 bands playing a show, I can't imagine anything bigger than that. That was quite amazing. Definitely not metal. I put up a video reacting to some German hip hop. Hopefully you saw my reaction. I got a lot of negative comments, some negative feedback. Some people didn't like it, but that doesn't, just because I did not like this video doesn't mean I don't like hip hop and rap. I do have an open mind for that. And for example, back in the day, I saw Tech Nine. I hope some of you guys know him. Me being a metalhead, this dude he's a good rapper. I really like it. Right around the year 2009, 2010, I was working in a music venue in Florida, and I got to see a wide variety of things. I got to work for a Snoop Dogg concert. I was one of the security guys right up in front of the stage, and Snoop came out, and I was not expecting this. I was expecting Snoop to come out with a couple other guys and a DJ, but no, he played with a full band. And it was one of the coolest concerts I ever saw. Luckily I got to stand to the side and the crowd was cool. Snoop was awesome, and his band, he played with a full band. No DJ or anything, a full band. It was awesome. Maybe in a way that was a bit metal because the drummer was phenomenal. He had an awesome guitarist, but that was fun. To go from some hip hop into some more pop type music. I've always had a soft spot for female singers in the pop direction. For example, Roxette. When I was a little kid, I fell in love with Roxette, and that never really went away. There was a Swedish girl named Robin. In the late 90s, she had a hit song and maybe some more. I got to see her in concert. Someone else from Sweden, kind of like a new wave indie rock band called The Sounds. I really liked them. That was something different. I got to see them twice. So being able to work at this venue really helped me to see some other things that I normally might not be able to see. So that was cool. One of the big ones though, Pink. I am a big fan of Pink. This was the most expensive concert I've ever gone to as far as tickets and whatnot. But the show was phenomenal. I hope everyone's a bit familiar with Pink. She puts on a show. This is Cirque du Soleil type stuff, swinging through the rafters and everything. She came out, she had this rig where she went up in a harness and kind of flew through the crowd. And there was 2 spots where she landed on like this pedestal thing. And the second one was nearby me. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, I'm a dork. That's okay. I hope you watched my video about my wow moments in Germany. In that video, I mentioned playing a concert in Hamburg at the Indra. Well, that same night, this was a crazy night. That same night that I played at the Indra, I actually attended 2 other concerts that same night. Before my concert, I went next door and saw a band from Norway called Blood Command. Maybe out of this list, they're probably the band that touches a little bit closer to being metal. I think they call it death pop or something. But the music's real fast. There's moments where the vocalist is even screaming, so it's not full on pop. Later on that night, after I played my concert, I went over to another venue and saw the band Pvris. These 2 bands lately, Blood Command and Pvris, have been 2 of my favorite bands. Like, I'm not someone that's just stuck on metal. I really enjoy metal. That's my thing, but every once in a while, something comes in from the outside and really grabs my attention. Ultimately, I believe in 2 types of music: good music and bad music. So then from there, it's just a matter of taste. Like I try not to criticize anyone for their taste in music if it differs than mine. Oh, another pop singer that I saw recently was Dido. Years ago, I loved her second album, Life for Rent. The day after I turned 40, and this was awesome. I had forgotten that she has a song called See You When You're 40. So she played that, and it was the day after I turned 40. So it was, yeah, I was a little fanboy. I was like, oh, you're playing a song for me.
So this is love.
Yeah, she plays it every night. It wasn't for me. I've said before that I lived in Florida for a while. There's a band there that you all need to check out. I don't care what your taste in music is. The Bloody Jug Band. I think I saw these guys in concert every possible opportunity that I could. Just so much fun. It's like Motorhead mixed with country bluegrass type music. Like they play the washboard, 1-string bass, Americana type stuff with a little metal edge to it. I'm not your typical Hate Everything type metal guy. I really want to see Amy McDonald. I'm sorry. I hope you don't hate me for that, but she's got such a wonderful voice. I know she comes to Germany once in a while and plays some festivals. Maybe not this year. Yeah, I admit, I like hearing these girls sing. Don't hate me too much. I hope you're all doing fine. I hope you're staying healthy, staying home. For now, stay home for just a little while and let the air clear. In the meantime, hit subscribe if you haven't done it already, and the bell for notifications. We got more videos coming up, and one of these days we will get outside and we'll start having some fun. All right? See you again soon. Fire Robin.